I'm gonna give you the 3 best exercises that you can use to improve your performance in rugby, and we're gonna start right now. So when we're looking through the lens of training for rugby, first, it's probably important to figure out, are you training for 7s or are you training for 15s? Okay, then you can identify what are the big things that we need. 7s, you have to be a little bit quicker, right? Now, 15s, you still have to have a lot of good speed. So speed is going to be a major factor. Is there an opponent now that you're gonna be going up against? Is there a resisting force? Okay, yes, in both events, in both 7s and 15s, you are going up against an opponent. You have someone else that you are going to be colliding with. There's going to be a massive amount of force. This provides a deduction then that we can say, okay, we have to have a lot of speed. We have to train some sense of max strength that will help with speed, that will help with hypertrophy so we have a little bit of size, so that enables us to produce a large amount of force against our opponent. Okay, that's one of the other key factors when we're breaking down strength characteristics. Then we have to look at what type of locomotion is there gonna be, okay? There's sprinting, there's a lot of agility work, moving side to side, there's a lot of cutting. So now we're starting to see what strength characteristics and qualities we really need to develop. And then that leads us into those 3 key movements that you can do today to improve your performance out on the pitch. So when I sat down to create the algorithm specifically for rugby training inside of Peak Strength, I'm typing everything out, I'm thinking through it. That first big lift is going to be the 1 box clean. And as I started to lay that out, I started to think, okay, what replacement movements could be used if you don't have access to 1 box? Let's say you're in the other side of the world, you're not near garage strength, and you can't use a box, okay? You have no access. You could do a low hang clean. You could do a power clean from the floor. These are great alternatives, but that 1 box clean is absolutely imperative because it teaches you how to develop a ton of force in a short period of time. So it falls in line with training that speed strength. It also helps you learn how to absorb that energy when you're catching a very heavy clean. Let's say you're cleaning 150, 160 kilos. You're in a full range of motion position. You have to absorb that energy. Okay, then you have to reuse that as quickly as you can. So that's also gonna lead into improving your mobility. So when you do this, let's say you're doing 5 triples, 4 sets of 4, maybe you're doing 8 doubles, 8 singles on the minute. These are some various positions or various rep schemes that we put inside of Peak Strength that you can use to help improve your performance out on the pitch. That first key exercise, the 1 box clean. That second key movement that's gonna help you is going to be something that puts you in a position that's more challenging, okay? It's something that's gonna increase your proprioception. It's gonna increase your trunk stability. It's gonna help with your agility, and that's going to be a single leg squat, of course, using the Garage Strength single leg roller available at garagestrength.com. But inside of Peak Strength, that main key exercise, that single leg squat, is gonna help develop a ton of power in your glutes, in your hamstrings, even in your quads. Okay, it's gonna help with that trunk stability, that dynamic trunk control. That's gonna lead to better cutting ability. Now you can play it and you can get out of a cut a little bit faster. Also, guess what? If we're really strong in a single leg position, let's say we're doing 170 kilos for a triple on each leg. If that's happening and I have someone who's coming to hit me really hard, but I can hold a unilateral position with a lot of weight on my back, I can take that hit a lot easier and likely be able to fend off this opponent. It helps a lot with that performance out on the field, and it's gonna carry over tremendously, not only to just speed, but also to your overall hypertrophy in your lower body. That third key exercise is going to be an upper body movement, okay? So now we're starting to get into, well, what about the upper body? What if I'm throwing a stiff arm, okay? What if I'm doing something with my shoulders, with my upper body? What's something that can help me apply a ton of force? We train rapid rates of coordination with that 1 box clean. We train that single leg squat, okay? Combine those 2. Now what can we do with that upper body? And this is where I recommend using dumbbell benches, okay? I know this sounds easy, I know it sounds simple, but still I can see rugby guys out there doing dumbbell benches with 40 kilos, okay, max. 80 pounds, or 88 pounds on each hand. And I would say, if you want to be really, really, really good, push that to 50 kilos, push that to 60 kilos, work up to hitting 120-pound dumbbells for sets of 10. That's one of the things that we push with Nick Singleton, the Big Ten Rookie of the Year in football, is that when he was in high school, he could dumbbell bench the 125s for sets of 10. That helped him learn how to throw that nasty stiff arm. That helped him learn how to control the ball, okay? And that's something that carries over very, very well to rugby. So if you're doing stuff to really increase your muscular size, you can do dumbbell bench with higher reps, okay? If you want to increase your muscular strength, do dumbbell bench for 7 sets of 5 and build up over time to a peak rep max of 5 reps, okay? That's going to help transfer really, really well to strong pecs, strong shoulders, and strong elbow extensions, which is going to lead to better performance out on the rugby pitch. Again, we're going to go back over how we program this in our app Peak Strength. We broke it down and said, okay, let's use 1 box cleans or a replacement hang cleans. Let's use single leg squats or possibly a replacement like barbell step ups. And then let's get into dumbbell benches or a replacement. Maybe we're doing dumbbell incline bench. These are great exercises that are going to help you become a better rugby player. If you want to pick up our app Peak Strength today, head over to the Apple App Store, the Google Play Store, or peakstrength.app to help you become a better athlete. Because remember, freaks, if you guys want to become champions, you've always got to cultivate your power. Peace.